Tonight, by candlelight, we make Edomae Sushi. Edomae Sushi. A dish born in old Tokyo 200 years ago from the cooks who lived along the tidal mouth of Tokyo Bay. Before refrigeration, before electricity, when sushi was still a way of keeping fish alive a little longer. Edomae Sushi is not what most of the world thinks sushi is. There is no avocado here, no spicy mayo, no California roll. What there is patience. 3 hours and 15 minutes of it to cure 4 pieces of fish, to ferment 1 bowl of rice, and to place them gently, one on the other. 5 pieces, 5 tiny ceremonies. Maguro, kohada, Thai, tamago, and anago. Servings 2. 150 minutes of preparation, 45 minutes of cooking. Total time 3 hours 15 minutes. 1 cup of Koshihikari rice. 2 tablespoons of akazu red vinegar. 2 pieces of kombu. 4 ounces of lean tuna. 2 whole gizzard shad. 4 ounces of red snapper. 4 ounces of conger eel. 3 eggs. 2 tablespoons of dashi. 1 teaspoon of wasabi. We begin with the rice. 1 cup of Koshihikari, the short grain rice of central Japan, plump, almost translucent, washed and washed again and washed again until the water that pours away runs clear, then steamed in 1 1/10 cups of water, a whisper more than the rice itself. While the rice is still hot, we fold in the akazu red vinegar and a half teaspoon of sea salt. This is the shari. Shari, the rice that is sushi. We fold. We do not stir. A slicing motion with the side of the spoon, cutting, never crushing, and we keep it at the temperature of the human palm, body warm, never cold. Now the snapper, the Thai, TYE. We press it between 2 damp sheets of kombu, dried sea kelp. Wrap it tightly and let it cure in the cold for 4 hours. The kelp draws the moisture out. The snapper draws the umami in. A quiet exchange, a favor returned. This is the kombu jime, a technique older than any chef alive. Now the shad, kohada, the little silver fish that defines this kitchen. We butterfly it, we salt it heavily, and we wait. 30 minutes, long enough for the salt to draw a tiny river from the flesh. Then we rinse it in rice vinegar, and we let it sit again, 10 minutes, until the skin tightens and the color turns to the color of old pewter. This is curing, time doing the work. The tuna comes next, the maguro. We make the zuke marinade, soy sauce, mirin, a half tablespoon of sugar. We simmer them together just until the sugar disappears and let it cool. Then we slice the tuna thin. We steep it in the soy bath for 20 minutes, long enough for the salt to enter, short enough that the heart of the fish stays raw. The eel, the anago. We simmer the conger eel in water, soy sauce, and mirin until the flesh is the texture of a soft custard. Then we lift the eel out and we reduce the cooking liquid slowly, slowly, until it tightens into the tsume glaze. Mahogany, sticky, the signature of Edomae anago, set aside beside the candle. History and cultural origins. There is a name, Hanaya Yohei. He was a cook in Edo, the city that would one day be called Tokyo. Around the year 1820, he took a piece of fish, pressed it gently onto a small mound of vinegared rice, and handed it to a hungry traveler. No bowl, no chopsticks. One bite, 2 seconds of preparation. That moment is now called nigiri, the grasped sushi, the dish we are still making 2 centuries later. The word Edomae means in front of Edo, in front of the city, in front of Tokyo Bay. It described the fish. The shad came from these waters. The eel came from these waters. The shrimp came from these waters. The bay so rich that a cook could fill a basket between breakfast and lunch. The fish had no name except the place it came from, and the place it came from became the name of the dish. Before the year 1920, there was no refrigeration in Japan. Every piece of fish in this dish had to be brought back from the edge, salted, vinegared, steeped in soy, wrapped in kombu, simmered in glaze. These are not seasonings. These are preservation techniques. Every flavor on the tongue was a way to keep one more meal from spoiling. The taste of Edomae Sushi is the taste of survival, made delicious. In Tokyo today, real Edomae Sushi is not weekday food. It is served at New Year. It is served at weddings, at retirements, at the dinner before a son leaves home for university. It is the omakase course. O-ma-ka-se, meaning, I leave it to you. The diner orders nothing. The chef chooses everything. 5 pieces, 8 pieces, 12. Each one set down in the order the chef believes the palate is ready to receive it. A meal as a small act of trust. The hands wet themselves in teizu in vinegared water, so the rice will not stick. A small mound of shari is taken from the bowl, a trace of wasabi pressed onto the underside. The fish laid gently across. A single press of the fingers, the piece is held together by nothing but rice and patience. We eat in order. The tamago first, light and sweet. Then the kombu pressed snapper. Then the kohada. Then the soy-cured tuna. The anago last, rich, glazed. The long note that closes the song. 5 pieces. The full recipe is at recipyapp.com. Sleep softly. And the table at last is set.